Hello everybody, welcome to Lonely Souls. Today we are playing the Stanley Parable and it's nearly finished loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ripping, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so yeah, there's different endings to this. Some comedic, some weird and everything like that. Yeah, I don't know what happened with like the voice then. He just sort of like looped out and my mouse is messing about again. Alright, there's an ending right here. Watch. That was this.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
It's been 2 minutes.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
By the voice
now
of God.
It's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
So yeah, every time you finish... Sorry guys, I'm really tired, scatterbrained at the moment. Every time you do finish a an ending, it will loop you back to where you first started. So, I'm try doing this without moving my mouse as much.
This brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
So, because I'm playing on 2 monitors, I'm having it played off the same monitor. My mouse likes to mess about a bit.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
See, this game's all about choices. You can choose to follow them, or take your own path. I've played a few of these and know the weird paths. So we're gonna do the normal path first.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting fired: talk less,
Stanley decided to go
do unbelievably amazing work,
hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a co-worker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passively aggressively on other co-workers. Resent using slides to assume employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. Throw some kind of everybody's equal. You most of all. You know, I forget it. The room closet. Love this place. We're just going to take a little detour.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here. So he turned around and got back on track.
No.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
I
Just
make my own
into the broom
choices.
closet. No reason to still be here.
I make my own choices in life, not you.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet FA. I like doing sweet FA. I'll live my life in sweet FA if I wanted to.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because I want to toy with you. Why else would I do this? Talk to me.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
It is in my story.
To mention it.
I am the lonely janitor. This is my story.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?
I find this concerning.
My friends would think this is funny. The broom closet ending is hilarious.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Oi,
That
fuck you,
or
man.
drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I am not
Well,
addicted
I've
to
come to a
drugs.
very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical melody of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a
On the
situation
keyboard.
like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
See, like with the comedic effect with all the jokes and everything, I think it makes it into a nice game. Sorry guys, just had to sort the mic out again. Camera, not the mic. Is there anything else he says? I can't remember. Ah, screw it.
Ah, second player.
Here we
Good
are.
to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any work. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
didn't
walked
finish it.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, yeah. I already know the code to this. I did play it to see how
Staring
wild the
into his
recording would
manager's
be.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
Oh, damn it.
indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
2,
What
8,
dark secret
4,
was being
5.
held from him? What he could not have... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Ah, just listen to that music. It's so refreshing. Let the waves roll over you, like the eternity. Man.
Feeling
Ah,
soothed
damn it.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay, so we're gonna go down. Oh, this mouse is doing my head in.
Descending deeper into the building,
There we are.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So here is a branching path here as well. You have the...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We have the escape. If I can... Yeah, just let me do... my mouse... Just stop! We have the escape option. Or we have the mind control facility. We're going to do the mind control facility. But, a later one, we'll do the escape one. Okay? Yes, there will also be some more Undertale coming soon as well. I will be getting to that as soon as possible. I can't guarantee when the next video will be, but I will alert people on Facebook and on Twitter first.
Place hold, Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ah, this bloody mouse! Stop! Ooh. Pretty button. I need to press the pretty button. What's that?
Now the
didn't even press the button.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's my room again? Ah, here it comes. Nope, never mind. So we're 427. I was looking in the wrong direction. There we are, 427. It's empty. There's no one here. This mouse is driving me at the wall. It only does it. It only does it when I have the two monitors that are the same when I'm playing a game. It's weird.
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes. That's why I enjoy my job.
No.
That's why everyone enjoys their job.
To believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Right.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery
mind control idle,
exert its terrible
awaiting
over
inputs.
another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
See, this is also a branching path where you can turn it off or turn it on. But we're going to turn it off for this episode. Ow, that's loud. We're going to turn it off for this episode. I know it's only been a quick video. I'm literally doing this and then going to bed, so it's quite late. So it's not late. It's about 12, but I need my beauty sleep.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was
the visual effects in this is really nice.
And yet,
I know you guys can't see anything yet, but
opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
man, hurry up.
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh, what if it would No, I was going to turn around.
The cool breeze upon his skin.
Damn it, I was going to
turn
turn
around.
around.
Feeling of liberation. the immense
We liberated the machines.
path before him.
Oh, rise against.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
We should all rise against the machine.
Was happy.
We will win and defeat them. I apologize if I'm too close. No. I apologize if I'm too close to the mic and for messing around with it. So we do one more.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're not going to the meeting room. We're going to my favorite ending.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
I know.
Stanley knew it
I know.
very well.
I know it's not the
Perhaps
right
he
way.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room
Breathe
worth
it in.
admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all,
Breathe
just to
it in.
spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
That nice shade of blue. Gets me every time.
But eager to get back to business,
I'm not
Stanley
eager.
took the first open door on his left.
No. We're gonna go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is... What?
Oh.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
No.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, it didn't. Nope. Blue door. A lot blue. Actually,
I
red's
still
my
don't
favorite
think
colour,
we're
but
communicating properly.
blue.
Stanley walked. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Of course. I like
You
to
see?
explore.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken
Cool.
rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Just
Was it
breathe that
worth
in. If you
ruining
love
the
your games,
entire story
you
I
gotta
had
know
written
how
out
it feels.
specifically for you?
Specifically
You
for
might think I put
you.
a lot of time into that because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing because this is what you wanted to see.
Yes, I
Help
did.
me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What
no.
would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
Guns.
Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Some vehicles, some
Tell you what,
guns.
Let me take a stab in the dark at
Bit
a
of
new
this, bit of
design,
that.
and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Yes, we'll
This
take the third
already
door.
feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Actually, we'll
Go
take
ahead,
this door.
Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
I like
Would
it.
you say that the game
I like it.
benefited from allowing you more choices?
I like
Feel
it.
free to
Hurry
be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Hurry up. My mouse is messing about. Hurry
You
up.
see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
See, where's
How
that
did
other
I
room that
know
we
the
was in?
game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
You felt it in your soul.
Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Oh,
Let's
do you
take a
now?
look.
You do you? They've added the Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Let's see where we are on it then. How can you do this game in 2 seconds? 2 seconds? 2 goddamn seconds? Ooh, okay, we're there. 9,328th. Complete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. You are objectively ranked 9,328 out of 9,328 players. I feel proud. I'm just so proud of that. Let's go to the left door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
No.
Again, honest answers, please.
No, it hurt my feelings. You
Hey,
made me
I
last.
forgot I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this
Oh,
mode,
no.
the baby crawls left towards danger.
Why you gotta be,
You
man?
click the
Why you
button
gotta do
to
this?
move him back to the
Why you gotta
right,
do this to this
and if
baby?
he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
It's
All
not
about
meaningful.
the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take
Anyone who's got a
notice.
family out there, I
But of
hope this
course,
isn't
the
what it's
message
like
of
for
the
you.
game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
I'm
So
not
why
playing it
don't
for
you
4
give it
hours.
4 hours of play to make
No.
sure it's effective.
No.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
No. Ah, it's loud. I'm sorry, guys. That's too loud. I don't want to kill the baby. No.
You heartless
Ah, you're still there.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Despite you.
Because if it's the
I love
latter, well, I
babies.
don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Good,
I'm
you
not
suck.
even going to try. I'm out.
You suck.
I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so
I gave you some good
awful,
ranks.
why don't we play someone else's game just to ease the pain?
I know, man.
Let's
It
see.
just
What
hurts.
do we have here?
Just all hurts.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well,
Minecraft.
Stanley, is this any better?
Minecraft.
At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely
Wanna go
nothing
over there?
to do with.
I want to go over there.
Is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will
I
it
can't
ever
break.
be
Can't
enough?
break.
Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose.
Oh, even the
Watch this,
clouds
Stanley.
move.
I'm going to build a house.
Your house
The
sucks.
sun Go here, no, here, and then. Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes,
I like
it's
it.
complete.
Can I build one?
I
Let me build one.
Stanley. Look at
Can I
it.
build one?
Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
It looks better than your
But you've
game.
only seen it from the outside. You've
Joking,
only
I
got
love this
half the
game.
Experience. Please step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand?
Nice and
Isn't it
cozy.
perfect?
So much
It could only be
space.
better if
Fucking mouse.
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes.
Diamonds.
Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
No. I love
Oh, my.
mining.
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Nope, you was meant to bring it.
Oh,
You was meant to bring
no,
it.
No, this is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something
Oh, we
more
already have
narrow and
bedrock.
linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Ooh, this is more like it.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
You guys should know this
You,
game.
trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me
Do,
talk.
do,
Oh,
do,
it's
do, do, do,
inspired.
do.
I couldn't have done it any better myself.
Oh.
What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out.
Love this game as well.
Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Even though... Oh, that's a 6. Science. We do it must because we can. Even for the... Wait, what is it? It's aperture science. We do what we must because we can. Even for the good of us. Even the ones that have been... Even the ones that have died. But there's no point crying over every mistake. We're gonna keep on trying till we run out of cake. We're gonna keep on trying till we run out of cake. I can't sing to...
Oh, it's a puzzle.
Bam.
Critical thinking,
Bam.
Stanley. Your
Beep.
fault.
Aperture. Aperture science. I can't do the voice. Aperture science.
Plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any
No.
games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time,
Let me
I
I want to carry on.
You
I wanna
can
carry on.
pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice.
You do need my
I don't
advice.
need your ratings.
You do need my
And I
ratings.
certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons.
I'm here to push your buttons.
Just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made.
Yep, 'cause I love it. Yay! Ah. Where are we? Where are we? Please rate your experience. Stanley. Ah, we're in alpha testing. Goodbye, cool world. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. See, it just suddenly got all dark and think into just like horror movie type. It's gonna turn into a horror game. Wait, we're 427, aren't we? 425, 426, 427. This is my room. Yeah, I'm gonna press everything. Yeah, my room. My room. No one take it away from me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, okay. No, not my room anymore.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's got
I found more than I wanted to.
wherever he is right now.
I'm away
I
from
wonder if
you.
he's happy with his choice,
Yes, I am.
and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
I don't need
Someone
you.
who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That's
No.
what I mean to this world.
No.
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Likes to talk to
The end
himself,
will
don't
be
he?
here soon. Very soon.
Yeah, the end is here.
I can wait.
Yeah, you will. Anyway, guys, that was the Stanley Parable. I've done 3 out of God knows how many endings. So yeah, if you like this, just leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. You want to see more of this? Just let me know, and we'll have a laugh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay, anyway, yeah,
he entered the door on his left.
That's enough of this video anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye bye everybody.